So guys, this is another trade that we have taken using this particular strategy that I just shared with you in the previous video. So we took another trade using the same strategy, guys, the same strategy. You can see it for yourself. All right, so this happened to be our entry right here. This happened to be our entry. We already of course we placed some positions here and then here, right? And then in the previous video I emphasized the need to trade using confluences, right? That means using 2 or 3 different confirmations and using 2 or 3 different confirmations to come up with an entry, all right, to come up with a trading decision. Okay, so that being said, I want to show you guys in this particular video why I emphasize the need for confluences and how you can use these indicators to get yourself good confluences that will give you good trading entries. Okay, so in the previous video I told you that sorry about that, I told you that if the blue line here, if the market, if you see price cross the blue line here beneath and then starts dropping, then you should be selling, right? And I also said whenever the black line here crosses the lemon, don't know what color that is, right? Whenever it crosses here on the level 90 and level 80 here, all right, then you should be selling. But if you notice here, you see that price had crossed this line. Price had crossed the black line here, had crossed this other line, the lemon line here, before it crossed, yeah, and then dropped here before it actually did on the main chart. Okay, before it actually did on the main chart. Mind you guys, we've hit our first target on this trade. Let me just show you guys on the VIP group. You can see we already smashed TP1 in the head. I just said TP1 smashed in the head. Congrats team, we are going for TP2, which is the same trade we are still on right now. If you're going for TP2, simply trail your SL below entry. Okay, so that means you have secured good profit already from this same market. So we have already hit our first target, was just around here, and this is just the second one that we are about to hit. Okay, so now for the sake of confluences, guys, this, looking at the indicators on the indicator window and making sure that the confirmation you get on the indicator window matches the confirmation you get on the main chart is very, very important. Okay, so price had crossed the black line here, had crossed the lemon line here. All right, it had crossed, but that didn't happen on the main chart. Okay, so there was no confluence. There was no confluence. I hope you guys are following. There was no confluence. I had to wait. I had to wait for that to happen on the main chart, right? That is why you see the entry here, while price had already done what I was expecting here. Now this level, this let me just let me take this out quickly and show and highlight the place exactly I'm talking about. So this area here, you notice that price had crossed the black line, had crossed the lemon line. The lemon line had crossed and dropped below the black line. That was supposed to happen here too, but it did not happen as at the time. In fact, as at the time that this happened, price was actually above. Price was around this level, was actually above the blue line. So I needed to wait for price to cross the blue line before I could comfortably place my trade. All right, so you can see what really happened. Price finally came, crossed the line. At first I didn't see that happen, so I didn't take the trade. All right, and then I had to wait for it to happen properly. Price dropped below the blue line the second time, and then that was confirmation for me that this is actually going to play out. And as at this time, I also noticed that the black line, the lemon line here, having crossed the black line, is still below the black line. All right, that was enough confirmation for me, and that was one of the reasons why I placed. Those were the reasons why I placed this trade. Of course, I had to check my time frame, the higher time frame, to also be sure of the direction of the markets. Okay, so if you're not able to define the direction of the market using your naked eyes without the use of indicators, then you should be able to be patiently waiting for these conditions to meet, as I had explained on the previous video. I'm going to show you guys the settings again on this video so that you can set up. This is for people who are just seeing this video. Okay, so simply just go to your indicators. In the moving average will be needed on the main window, and relative strength index and two other moving averages with different settings will be needed on the indicator window. So let's quickly add the moving average on the main window, and the parameters are period 10, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, don't need levels. All right, so time frame should be all time frames, and the color should be whatever color you like. All right, but it should be visible on your screen. So I have the blue color here, that's why you saw the blue line on my main charts. Okay, so just click done, and this is it. You have the blue line on the main chart here. All right, so we go back and we add the other indicators. We want to add the RSI, which is relative strength index. Want to add period 1, apply to close. Level should be 90, 80, 20, and 10. All right, level should be 90, 80, 20, and 10. So you simply just do that, add those levels. All right, the level 90 and 80 represents the supply zone, which is the sell region, and the 20 and 10 level represents the demand zone, which is the buy region. Which means whenever price crosses around that 20 and 10 region, you should be thinking of buying. And of course, you need to be able to see the direction of the market. And whenever those lines cross each other on the supply zone, which is the sell region, then you should be selling. All right, so for style, you should use the white background if your chart is white background, and then simply click done. When you're done with that, we move on to the next one. The next one should be the moving average with parameters going this way: period 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, all time frames, of course. And then the styles, you can use any color that you like, but make sure they are visible on your screen. All right, so click done after that, and then add the last one, which is the moving average again. The period this time around should be 1, level shift 0, method should be exponential, apply to close. Levels, you don't need that, and time frame should be all time frames. All right, the style, yeah, you can choose any color. All right, let me change that color. I don't really know what color that is. Let me change that to red so that I can show you guys clearly what I was talking about. All right, so we see what I'm talking about. This is the red line here. This is the color I was talking about. Okay, so you need to be sure that the black line crosses, the red line crosses the black line and comes beneath the black line. And you also make sure that on the main chart that your price, which is the candlesticks, crosses the blue line and comes beneath the blue line, and then you can comfortably place your trade. All right, place your trade. Simply catch a couple of candlesticks. Depending on your equity, you can put in as much as you want, and of course you need to be careful with your equity so that you don't get to lose everything or so much when it doesn't go well. But 90% of the time this goes well, especially if you follow the instructions properly, and you'll be able to make a lot of money for yourself, guys. Make sure you hit me up on WhatsApp if you have any challenge. Make sure you also join the free Telegram group where I share a lot of tips and of course free signals for you guys to benefit from. All right, so also like this video, please. If you have been enjoying our content, let me know on the comment section so that I'll be motivated to bringing you more of this, or to bring you more of this very informative content. All right, guys, so I'll see you guys on the next video.